Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play This is the Police with me, Alpha Pi Omega. So it's 24th of December, day 163, and the headlines are as follow. Truckers complain of high transport tax. Performance art at Candy Factory. Artist defecated into vat of chocolate. And wooden horse toy store upgrades playground. Police station is still okay, though not great. City Hall, we're doing good. Crosby didn't come to work today. Weinberger. Okay, you're gonna come tomorrow? No. Newberry? No. I got tickets to watching? No. Yes, but come tomorrow. The alcoholics are going to come the next day. That's the new rule. Anyway, I've been thinking in between episodes about the whole Lana thing, and I have a strong suspicion that it might have been Robespierre or the Chaffee man that gave her the information. What tipped me off was the cupcake nickname. I think that's something that he would do. I don't think that Mayor would be that guy, but as we haven't seen any cutscene with Lana since the Awakening, I have a strong suspicion that the friendship has been irrevocably damaged, or maybe even outright destroyed. So I hope that we're gonna get some ending in that regard. We're getting very close, the 163 out of 180. We get the 500,000, but I don't really think that it matters now that Laura... Well, now that it has been revealed that it's basically for Laura, and Laura has absolutely no feelings left for Jack. And it hurts. Let's go with... I'm gonna go with the Suspicion? No, Into the Breach by the Ogre. I need to download this song, that's awesome. Already got the soundtrack and took out the one that we listen to the most. Veterans protest. Due to lack of federal subsidies, the city's treasury can no longer afford expensive prosthetics. Disabled veterans who were not going to be receiving artificial limbs somehow learned of this and have joined with the local journalists to arrange a whole live news show. Whining on TV isn't going to grow anyone new legs. We need to teach people they'll get no special treatment just because they're disabled. If you need to grab someone's crutches and put their nose in the asphalt, then so be it. Oh my god. Okay, about 100 disabled veterans are rallying outside the veterans' home. They have invited journalists to the protest and are urging the authorities to reconsider their position. Well, we're gonna send the rookies, but we're not gonna suppress this by force. Oh, yeah, we're getting more and more. Reckless endangerment. Christmas tree. A man in a Santa Claus suit. He was supposedly to be the part of the evening show, drank a lot of alcohol and ran straight into the midst of the festivities, then climbed up the giant tree and began to swing. The audience is shouting for the man to come down. The tree is about to fall over right on top of them. I'm gonna send Vandal and some of the less experienced... Sure, let's send Woodard. And we can go arrest this guy. After Bob Farber's wife left, he always works double shifts and never takes breaks. And he hurries to the beach every day after work, hoping to track down the man who stole his wife. I think we're gonna wait for the SWAT team. Public indecency. While Anna Bruce was walking her chihuahua, she noticed a couple climb into the public fountain and begin pulling off each other's clothes. I wouldn't be surprised if they started having sex right there. The nerve. Okay, you guys go check it out. I think this guy may be dangerous. How are we doing on the other... Okay, we got Moser here, so I think I'm gonna put him on there instead of Lai. Man, Bishop, we're coming for you. I swear to God, I swear to your God, we're coming for you. Hostage situation with a fatal casualty. Oh, 7 armed animal rights activists have raided a pet store, demanding the immediate release of all prisoners. Several visitors rushed the exit, and in the confusion, someone fired on a fleeing young man who promptly dropped dead. One of the frightened criminals shouted, "Oh God, I can go to prison. Let's waste all the witnesses and get out of here. Fuck the damn dogs and cats." Okay, so we need our team back, but I have a feeling we're not gonna make that. Okay. So I'll just send my best cops without the support of the SWAT or the paddy wagon. What could go wrong? But we got the public indecency guys. And we got these guys. Well, great. I don't feel like that's gonna do us a whole lot of good. Maybe we'll be able to send in reinforcements. Missing person. A 5-year-old girl went missing during a family barbecue in the countryside. I just looked away for a second and she was gone. Choked the mother of the girl through her tears. Okay, Samadhi, Mazal, Davash, and Mate go. And let's put on the song again. It has a tune to it that feels just about right now. Can I just press the play here next time? I'm gonna try that. The hostages are on their knees, prepared for death, but the criminals are arguing and can't decide who will play executioner. Get in touch with the criminals and open negotiations. Take a stray dog hostage and offer an exchange. Prepare for an assault. Get in touch with them and prepare. The suspect with a tattoo on his forehead is trying to open fire on the hostages, but the safety on his gun is refusing to operate. He's frantically trying to switch it off. Throw stun grenades and detain all the suspects. Open fire on the criminals and shoot to kill. Pretend to be a dog and sneak up on the criminals. Throw stun grenades. Gotcha. Massive fight in the underground crossing. During a Christmas marathon, a Santa Claus fight broke out involving a stabbing and about 4 dozen men in Santa suits. Mr. Boy, a black sheep has crept into my parish for the 2nd Sunday in a row. This villain dips his unclean fingers into the donations bowl, filled with the generous offerings of our members. My people weren't able to catch the thief in time, so I'm asking for your help. Send to our church your most devout employees, that they may guard the sacred chalice of the Lord like eagles. And when those eagles sink their claws into the wicked, bring him unto me. For I wish to teach the thief a lesson on the ways of the Old Testament. You need to get fucked. Okay, so we don't exactly have good people here, but many are coming. Cool. So we're gonna be able to send... I'm gonna send Prado and Fal to arrest that guy, but we're gonna send... Obi, Taylor, Ozaki, Dixon, and Woodard with a paddy wagon to this one. And I think we could find that guy on the beach, honestly. So let's send Prado and Fal and the SWAT. Missing person report. The girl just decided to play hide and seek, and all this time was hiding under a tarp in the back of her father's pickup truck. Armed robbery. An invitation-only party will be held at City Hall today, where officials will be given various awards for the service. The police should be on hand to provide protection, as City Hall security are sure to be drinking. Well, rookies, go. This is a job for you. And this is really bad. Sorry, I just can't send more reinforcements right now. Well, you did well. Can we... Yeah, I just about lost it. And yes, a civilian was killed, of course. Hey, we got the guy though. Well, we got a dead civilian, but we got the rest of it. Unfortunately, it does not work. So what's this one? I don't think we listened to this one before. Spiders and flies. Oh, that's creepy. Destruction of property. Retiree Beth Foog reports that a Viking riding a unicorn is trampling the lilies in her flower beds. He's turning the whole front lawn into a muddy mess. Come over here and shoot the bastard. Yeah, that's a false call. Or a false claim. Rape in the underground crossing. Vanessa Gaunt was returning from a party at night and heard a woman scream. She looked around the corner and saw two men tearing off a young woman's clothes. One of them then threw the victim to the ground and pinned her neck with his right leg, while the other one pulled off her pants. Okay, guys, this is a job for an experienced team, so you go. The woman had taken too much of her anxiety medication and began to hallucinate. No kidding. Okay, we get 3 new frames, and the mayor is pissed. But let's check out this case. I think we might have enough now. Yeah. So the big kahuna, the bishop is a mentally ill priest who has used his position in the church to turn it into a drug cartel. The bishop personally presides over the production of every major party drug, and when the good work is complete, he sanctifies the product with a special ritual. Okay, maybe like that. Manufacturing. 2 female chemists are in charge of the drug production. The bishop consecrates the resulting power and the woman weigh in on electronic scales. Then sort everything into different color packets. Okay, those are women, right? Yeah. Aborter. The drug aborter is located in a large barn, which is disguised as an antique store. The barn is guarded by men with automatic weapons. Okay. Ritual. The bishop cuts his palm with a curved knife and sprinkles his blood on the drugs while he reads secret prayers in strange language. Okay, something is wrong. With automatic weapons, so definitely these guys. There are women. Oh, the bishop consecrates it. And then... Ah, gotcha. Bishop, head of the Catholic Church of Freiburg. Oh. The bishop works hard for the good of the church and the community. I'm sure he does. A convoy of the bishop's white jeep has been sighted at a gas station, and an entire floor of the city main square is set aside for the bishop's luxury apartments. Well, we have one shot today, so we'll try to get him and see if he's there. I'm really hoping he is. Come on, you bastard, I want to take you down. Where else would he be other than the cathedral? Fuck. God damn it. Oh, what can we do? Well, it was a good day, with the exception of the casualty that we had, but... You know, we got the bishop, so... Well, we got him. We found the bishop, and we're gonna get him next time.
He's here.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Jack, do you know how I managed to stay mayor for so long?
Oh yeah, I know. Is that what you wanted to talk about?
No, Jack, it's not that. I've stayed in my position because at the very beginning of my career, I learned an important rule. If someone, anyone, friend or enemy, if they want something bad enough, you can hook them with it.
I know just what you mean.
What does Jack Boyd want? A good pension? Doubtful. $500,000. I think that whole nonsense is a myth. The others might think that you just want a paltry sum of money and you'll walk away. I think... No, I'm sure of it. You want what you've always wanted. To remain the chief of police. And only I can give that to you. You are to lead a special operation against Chaffee. I want your team to come down like a hammer on his stinking restaurant. I want you to personally be there and stand in front of the cameras. And I want this fairy shot during his arrest. 12 bullets at least. I want to see his mutilated body all over the airwaves. I expect a perfectly planned operation. And if you keep me happy, you'll keep your job for another 1.5 years. I think we have an agreement, huh?
Not 1.5 years, Mr. Rogers. For the rest of my life.
You think you can dictate terms, Jack?
Yeah. Because if someone wants something bad enough, you can hook them with it. I think we have an agreement.
Boyd is such a badass. Man, I wish I had a father like that. Anyway, 25th of December, a day after Christmas, or actually the Christmas day in United States. We celebrated differently here in Europe. Black handsome hairdresser promoters mistaken for drug dealers. Groundwater spill threatens Freiburg with flooding, and a homeless banned from rail station. Oh man, City Hall is mad, but at least the police station is not deteriorating. Kudu didn't come to work today. Simpson didn't come to work today. I'm too tired, I can hardly walk straight. Can I go home? Yes, but you come tomorrow. You drink too much. Yes, you come tomorrow. Yes, you come tomorrow. And yeah, we got everyone. Oh damn! I should have ordered the woman to come today as well. Oh, let's end this episode on the tune of No Good. This is probably my favorite song from all This Is the Police. It's just so perfectly sums up the theme of the game for me. Bob Farber turned out to be a member of a gang known as Snow Warriors. He could help you take the gang down if you make him an informant. I accept. Well, let's start investigating Marjorie Lump. Killed Angela Peterson, a young black saleswoman at the Robert Crane fashion store. Okay, Vickers, Mole, and you guys can go. Yeah, we can't get the guy today, so tomorrow. Suspicious individual, motel. Hello, I've been staying at the motel with my sweetie, having a little fun and relaxing, you know. Then we saw a creepy guy with a scar on his face coming out of the next room. I recognized the guy right away because I've seen him like 5 times on TV. His picture is all over the news. He's suspected of murdering a bunch of people. He's still here, but you better hurry. I don't really believe that might be the case, but let's check it out. Child abuse. A teacher bit a boy on his face because he was biting the other children. The police are on the phone with the child's mother. Come and arrest this menace, or I'll shoot her like a mad dog. Wow. A teacher bit a child. Can we get the homicide starting? From City Hall, one of our employees was brutally assaulted on the way to work. The poor man is currently in the hospital. We need 2 officers on his ward within the next half an hour. Tell them to give him whatever he wants. Bring him a pillow, buy him a soda, scratch his back, anything. As far as the investigation to this incident, we already know who was behind the attack and we'll take it from here. Actually, I'm gonna send Roy and Austin. I want Timpson and O'Sullivan to get a bit better today. So we'll use them for various work. Oh wow, so this guy actually was who they said he was. Okay, go. Child abuse report. Offender caught. Hayo Beauty Salon. Fraud. A telemarketer lured Dick to a clinic for a free rejuvenation procedure. She arrived at 2 o'clock and received various injections. Afterward, her whole body was swollen, her muscles went numb, and her face trembled with unbearable pain. Moreover, the clinic is requiring her to pay the full amount of $500 for the procedure. She doesn't have the kind of money, so they insist she'll have to pay in installments. Purdy and Timpson. Just the people for the job. I got him, people. Residential area. Robbery. A man was robbed by 2 thugs armed with nunchucks. One came from behind and hit me in the back of the knees, and the other struck me right in the nose. I didn't pass out, but near enough. They took all my money and just walked away slowly. That doesn't really sound right, but let's give it a check. Reported a fraud. Okay, gotcha. Drug sales at Fleet Street. The gravelly voice of Mrs. Adams just phoned in with a new demand. There's a brazen black virgin spreading their infection right there in broad daylight. Remove them from the street. I'm afraid for our health. Isn't that the lady that was arrested for abusing the phone lines? And bomb threat. A cleaner was mopping her boss's office and found a strange bundle of wires sticking out from under the table. I'm afraid to even move, whispered the woman. That's a false call, but... we'll check it out. That's our job. 2 guys with nunchucks are calmly walking down the street. They really are. Damn. Hey, ninja wannabes, throw down your toys. The police is here for you. Suicide threat at the nursing home. An elderly woman with Alzheimer's barricaded herself in the room with all the medications and started swallowing everything she could get her hands on. The nurse says they can break down the door on their own. Okay, Purdy and Timpson, go. The girls were only handing out flyers for a hairdresser saloon. Yeah, that's what I thought. Mrs. Adams. You crazy, crazy bitch. The bomb in question was just a mess of wires, nuts, and bolts pushed into a piece of soap. Apparently someone from the office staff was playing a practical joke. No, that's not very practical, is it? Driving under the influence in the suburbs. A passerby saw a car drive up onto the curb, knock over a trash can, and then speed off. Swerving down the road. You've got to deal with this drunk driving. There's children walking around. Well, I agree. I totally agree. Suicide threat report. Offender caught, officers unharmed. Good, we got him. I think we're gonna go to the luxury place first. Tomorrow and see. Okay, we got 3 new frames on the homicide. We got the man. It's kind of interesting that playing this, all these cases and things just start blurring together. I wonder if that's how the police feels as well. It seems repetitive, you know, all the cases. There might be subtle nuances, but they all seem similar. Okay, good day for Shift B as well. Tomorrow we're going after the bishop. So, join me in the next episode where we arrest the guy.
Mr. Boyd, there's some armed men on the floor. Mr. Boyd, there's a lot of them.
I didn't catch that. Say again?
Excuse me, Mr. Boyd. It seems I accidentally frightened your secretary. Ah, they publish these stories in a book? My grandfather read me these stories from the old newspapers whenever I was ill. As a child, I was often ill, several times a year. And you know what, Mr. Boyd? You're no Bobby Flash.
I am aware of that.
No. I mean it as a compliment. You want to clean up all the crime in Freeburg, right?
Or so I dreamed, once upon a time.
Do you know why you failed, Mr. Boyd? Do you know why Bobby Flash always wins? Because when you're surrounded by cartoon criminals, the only way to win is to become a cartoon cop. You're no cartoon, Mr. Boyd. You suffer too much. You have too many doubts, too much fear, too much internal conflict. Maybe that's why the people of this city forgive all your mistakes, because you seem like a real human being. If Bobby Flash made a mistake, we'd never forgive him. From Bobby Flash, we want cold, calculated perfection, and this is why I've decided that I don't mind if you keep your job.
What, have you abandoned your insane plan to storm the city hall?
You think it insane? To solve all my problems in a single stroke? Assuming, of course, that we're properly prepared.
Let's say we do burn City Hall to the ground, and kill Rogers. What next? You simply walk into the smoke-filled room and take a seat in his smoldering chair?
No, Mr. Boyd. I've been preparing for a year for what happens next. I'll give the prosecutor's office an impressive folder with compromising evidence against Rogers. Information about how he suppressed his political adversaries, finally lost his mind, and plotted to rain blood on the streets of Freeburg. Of course, Troy Starr, faithful City Hall employee that he is, will easily confirm all this. At the same time, my dear Jordan will finally decide to break her silence and tell everyone how that fool Rogers threatened her, forced her to kill all the victims of his sexual violence to ensure their unpleasant stories would never come to light. Of course, everyone will understand that we didn't have time for formal complaints. The night before Mayor Rogers' private security detail would plunge the city into chaos, our valiant police chief Jack Boyd made the difficult decision to arrest the mayor of Freeburg. Unfortunately, Rogers descended into delusion and engaged in a shootout with the police, which ended in his death. We'll have to call an early election to replace the mayor, and of course, it won't be too difficult to win the election fairly.
And then?
You know, Mr. Boyd, most of the facts that I collected in Roger's file are quite true. Anyone who reads through the mountain of evidence would have no doubt that this man was the most vile person in the world. Murderer, a rapist, thief, racist, sexist. Are you a sexist, Mr. Boyd?
I'm sorry?
Are you a sexist, Mr. Boyd? Or perhaps racist?
I try not to be.
That's it. I as well. Although I have long been known under a revolutionary pseudonym, I myself am no revolutionary. I believe in evolution. I am convinced that a city which offers such broad support for racist gangs, a city where people cheer as feminist protests are suppressed, a city which for decades has tolerated corrupt officials, I say this city has no interest in a mayor who unconditionally stands for freedom, equality, and the rule of law. Not yet. But perhaps they are ready for a mayor who tries to stand for freedom, equality, and the rule of law. At least when the situation allows it. That's why you're so popular, Mr. Boyd. The city is ready for people like you and me, for people who are ready to make compromises. I'm counting on you, Mr. Boyd.
And, when will they be ready?
I beg your pardon?
You said that the city isn't ready for a mayor who stands for freedom, equality, and the rule of law. When will they be ready? Who decides when they're ready?
I'll decide.